Brick Gaming YGO. Today we're going to be looking at another deck profile. Like, comment, and subscribe. What were you playing today, my dude?
Alright, so today I'm playing Gravekeeper Demise. So I'll go jump right into it. So you run 3 Commandants, search your Necker Valley, 21 beater, very useful card all around. Then I also run 3 Gravekeeper's Recruiters. Basically when you get sent to the graveyard, you can add another monster to your hand. Very good for just keep searching out your deck. Next is 2 Heretics. Now the reason why I run 2 Heretics is because when Necker Valley's on the field and he's on the field, he's basically unaffected by all card effects. So with like Super Polys running around, you just can't get over this guy. So 1800, not too big, not too small. I play 1 Spy. Basically, mid-game, very good to come out for another summon. 2500 defense is nothing to scoff at, so pretty good card. Got 1 Spiritualist. Basically for the fusion summon, sometimes you can get her on turn 1, sometimes you don't go into her at all, and sometimes it's down in the middle of the game you can get her out. But basically it's a Super Poly on legs, and basically only play 1 because you don't special summon with this deck since you run Duality and Demise together. So, and then the last Gravekeeper is Gravekeeper Descendant. Basically he's a free pop. You sacrifice Recruiter, now you destroy a card on the field, now you can get another card to your hand. So very good. So that's it for the monsters. That's 11 monsters. Next I'll show you the spells, which is of course 3 Necker Valley. You want to see it. That's basically it right there. We all know what it does by now. So after that, you got the 3 Super Polys. So basically when you go into games, you want to go into, when you're going into a blind match, you never know if you're going first or second. So this allows you to go second, even first too. So very good card. Then you got the 1 Hidden Temples of Necker Valley. Basically, Necker Valley, Gravekeeper in this, your opponent can't special summon. So I only run 1 because if they have a way to get rid of either of these, this is a -1. So you can go really negative if you run more, I feel. You got 1 Stele. Basically, you want recursion with your Gravekeepers. So basically, it's an extra copy of all your Gravekeepers. So now instead of 1 Spiritualist, it's 2 Spiritualists. So very, very good in that regard. Next you got 2 Royal Tributes. With the new ban list, I'd run 3 if you could, but it's at 2. So basically you get rid of all monsters, win game 1. Just right there, pretty much. Now for draws, you got Pot of Duality. And you got your triple Necker Valley Throne. It's a Rhoda for the Gravekeepers, Sometimes you do want the double summon, but more than likely you're searching for a Gravekeeper. Then you got your 3 card of Demise. So basically more draw power, And basically, so you can't special summon with this or this, like I said. So that's why you run 1 Spiritualist. For trap cards, we got Double Storming, non-targetable bounce cards, really good against Links, XYZs, plethora of decks, really strong. Got your 1 Torrential Tribute, nuke the field, what's better than that? Then you got your 2 Necker Valley Temples. Basically, Necker Valley and Gravekeeper on the field, all your opponent's monsters lose 500 attack and defense. And if they pop the Necker Valley, you can activate this, bring back the Necker Valley on the standby phase. And then if they pop this, you can set another Necker Valley, or you can set the counter trap, or you can get the Necker Valley Throne and set it and use it for your next turn. So a couple of plays. Honestly, you could probably trade out 1 for a Terraforming, which I might be doing. So there's that. Then you got 1 Lose 1 Turn. Basically, stop special summoning on your opponent's turn. Very strong card. It's like Pendulums, Link Monsters, XYZs, you name it. Mech Knights, everything. This doesn't hurt us very often because we're just normal summoning. We don't really special summon. So after that, we got 2 Rivalry. Basically the same thing, lock your opponent into 1 type. And then game 2, you can side this out if you need Gozen or something else. So very good. This basically makes it so your opponent can't go into your Link monsters or XYZs because normally you go into like Dragons or Warriors. So this basically locks out the extra deck most of the time. Now after that, you got your 2 Negates. So I run 2 Imperial Tombs because they're hard once per turns. So you don't want to see 2 in the same hand, you just want to see 1. It's also searchable, and it negates everything. But the only downside is you have to have a Gravekeeper and Necker Valley. It shouldn't be too hard, so you only run 2. And after that, you run 3 more negates, which is the Solemn Judgment. You got boosted up 3 if you're going to negate normal summons and anything else. So 5 negates is pretty strong. That's it for the main deck. That's 42 cards. And now we'll go into the extra deck. So in the extra deck, we run 2 Supernaturalists. Basically, we have 2 copies of Spiritualist in the deck because of Stele. So basically, your boss monster, protect Necker Valley, get a search, beat over monsters with 32 or 3300 attack. Then you got your Super Poly targets, which is Starving Venom for all those dark monsters. You got your Salmon Great for Salmon Great decks. You got Quintet Magician for the Pendulum decks or any other, even a mirror match, good with Gravekeepers, just 5 spellcasters. You got Invoked for your Alistairs. Then you got your Predator Pant right there. And where's the Mud Dragon? Right. And the Mud Dragon, which is, I believe it's the two same types but different attributes. Or I might have got that mixed around, but basically, most of your Super Poly targets generally is Starving Venom and Mud Dragon. This is very limited matchup, Salmon Greats, and for your Pendulum Magicians. So
Nice.
that's it for the Super Polys. Next, you got 1 Wee Witch. Basically, it's good if you have like a Recruiter and something else and you don't have Necker Valley, you just, link them away and now you got Necker Valley. You got Gem Knight Pearl. We got one of these because we do play lose 1 turn. There are times where you do run into this guy. So he's 2600 normal monster beater who is unaffected by that. So got your Tornado Dragon, basically more pop for cards. Got your Castell to get rid of problems. And then you got the Utopia Ray, Utopia, and Utopia Lightning package, of course. So that's it for the extra deck. And for the side deck, we run 2 Torrential Tributes. Very good, nuke the board. Like I said, you have Heretic, 3 Torrential Tributes, you're bound to draw 1. Next, you got the 2 Full Force Virus. Basically, it's like a Royal Tribute 2.0. So this works with almost all my Gravekeepers besides the Heretic. And basically, you tribute that Gravekeeper with 2000 defense. So with Necker Valley, all your monsters have 2000 defense. And basically, on monster cards that your opponent has in his hand, field, and draws for the next 3 turns, they get sent to the graveyard if they have 2000 defense or lower. So it hits a pretty good amount of decks. You wouldn't believe how much it hits. So next, you got your 3 Breakboards. Dark Holes for going second, of course. This is also good going second. All these cards are good going second and first. Nuke the board. Nuke the board as much as possible. It's pretty much the key. Next, you got your Double Gozen match. If Rivalry isn't enough, you can add these 2 in. So it's like a 4 pair. Then you got your 2 other special summon negates. Or if Rivalry is not working, put these guys in. So basically, you have a lot of options to stop your opponent from special summoning or gaining advantage through board control. Then next, you run 2 Heavy Storm Dusters, get rid of the back row. Pretty good card against Sky Strikers, etc. 1 Mirror Force. Eventually, this is going to be a Raigeki. So, Mirror Force for now. You can still side it in, it's still pretty good. And for our last 3, we run 3 Anti-Spell Fragrances. So basically, the hardest deck matchup for this deck right now is Pendulums. And that's pretty much all you're going to see in your locals. You'll get some other decks too, but Pendulums are the main cards you're going to see. So you want to lock them out from doing anything as soon as possible. So that's it for the Gravekeeper profile.
Yep, just remember, Anti-Spell is good for you when you run a Trift Gaming. You always want to beat Trift Gaming, so always play them Anti-Spells. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know. Hit me up in the comment section below and let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much. Brick Gaming YGO, signing out.